What up, folks? I'm UltraZilla, and today I have a review of the GDJJKR, that's what it says, Metal Robot Tiger. Also known as Metal Robot Gin Tiger, depending on where you search, that's the name. But the box says Metal Robot Tiger, so we'll just keep it simple and call it Metal Robot Tiger. What this is a pretty unique, like, original robot, you know, made by this company. It's a Chinese company. It's based on the Chinese zodiac, and I don't think it has any other counterparts. I think it's just a one-off. I could be wrong. I've never seen anything else, but I follow this since May 2022. Well, that's when the release was of it, and I guess I found out about it right around that time. You know, first saw like listings for some places like Shozi Store had it, and I don't know where else. But I didn't pick it up then. BBTS then got it in, and it was about $110, which was, you know, good. It seemed good for what it was, but there wasn't much in terms of reviews for this thing in any language, honestly, and especially in English. There was just very few and very little info about it, except that it looked cool, and it's right up my alley aesthetically. It's like a kind of super robot, kind of Gundam-esque thing. It's got a like tiger head in the middle. It just looks awesome. It's like right up my alley, and I really wanted it, so I followed the BBTS one, hoping for some price drops, and you know, over time there's been. It went down to about $80 from like 115, I want to say. I don't remember what the exact price was. Went down to 60 something bucks, and now finally for me, because I pulled the trigger, it went down to 40 something bucks, and I'm like, yo, I am not gonna play chicken with this any longer. That is a steal already, it seems like. And look at this giant box. It kind of validates that. The figure's not in this box, don't worry about that. But it's giant. It looks amazing. If you saw my unboxing, it already looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to look at it some more. So without any further ado, let's get this review. So just as a little preview of what we're about to see, here is the inside, manual brochure, Metal Robot Tiger, looking really cool. And then it just shows you the wing assembly and, you know, all the different weapons, full set of weapons. So a very nice color, little thing. I like it, you know. It's not like super detailed or anything, but it's nice. And just to further look at what you get in one shot, like the tray layout is very cool. There's a lot of stuff here to go through, so yeah, this is pretty awesome. And there is a Metal Robot Tiger out of the package. He doesn't have his wing set on. He needs his wing set. But, you know, just to give you an initial up and down on this guy, because it is quite cool. Lots of paint apps, awesome sculpt, just really cool looking. So that's what it looks like without the wings. We're gonna put on the wings before like really getting into the finer details. So first up, you get this piece here. It's done in this kind of cool copper looking thing, orange, metallic orange maybe. Silver there, little thrusters there, which look cool. There's like red painted in there, which is nice. And that's, you know, the thing that's gonna plug into his back. And then you got the wings, which look fantastic. Really nice. You got gold. You got that, you know, orange again. You got this really cool blue here, metallic also. Very nice looking. So one of these is going to go into here. There is a little notch up here. I don't know if that's just, could be just flash. So I don't know if that's going to hurt this or not. Well, hurt it from going in all the way. Stopping right there for me right now. I might need some heat. I don't know. Here is the other wing. I don't know if I did these on the correct side or whatnot. This one went in nicely. So it should go in further than this. I don't want to break anything. But maybe that little thing is preventing it. So Might have to trim that, but that's what it looks like. It looks like it's the same on both sides, so I don't think there is really a big deal. As you can see, they are articulated, which is nice. There are hinges here on the wings. Do these open? They do as well. So a little bit, you know, articulation there to start. And then this, well, you want to open it. Where's the wings? Ah, they're up here. So let's see. This is actually supposed to go out like this. So like that and like that. And then this is going to go on his back. You see, it's got the holes there. Let's see if we can get it in properly. You know what? It might go in the other way. Let's turn the wings around. This feels like it's probably the right way. May have been easier to put the thing in his back first, and then, yeah, it goes this way. So there you go. That's the wings. But we're not done, because he also has a tail. That's right, he's got this awesome, like, tiger tail, which is kind of, like, curled up over here, which is cute. It doesn't uncurl, but it's very nicely done, you know? You got an articulation point here and there for that. And now that's going to plug into his butt. There's a hole there, a little thing there. So we're gonna see how that works right now. Plugs in, nice. Feels pretty secure. So now this is the full look for this guy, and it's pretty cool. Since we did some articulation points on the wings and the tail, which is cool. This I think hinges, yeah. So you got an extra hinge there, which is very neat. Let's do the rest of the articulation while we're here, and then we'll move on. The head moves like so. I do want to be careful with this guy because he's got a lot of things going on here. These move. This moves. Shoulder moves this way as well. Oh, this fell off. I'm gonna take it off for now while I do this. Does the tail want to come out too? I don't know. It might. Which I don't know if that's good or bad. Swivel at the bicep. You have a double jointed elbow. See how well it works. Pretty well. Then the ab crunch works like this. Oh, that's cool. It actually comes up and down like a drop down joint. That is interesting. That's different. Wow, that feels so different. So it could go forward pretty good. Now, does the waist turn? It does. And then, like I said, you have a lot of things going on here. You might hear a lot of things. These are moving. These back skirts. And then I think these side skirts move as well. Yep. On the side. And then right at the crotch section, these move as well. So you can kick out. Not too far, but you can kick back too. It does feel a little bit loose, but not super loose. Can go outwards. Oh, full split. This guy could do a full split. There you go with that. And then the knees are double jointed as well, which is excellent. Can you rotate this? You can rotate it there. And then the foot has a rocker back and forth. It goes front to back. And it articulates at the halfway point of the foot. Not completely at the toe, but a halfway point at the foot. Does the back side articulate? I feel like it does. It feels like there's this hinge there. No, that's not a hinge. It's a faux hinge. Do be careful if you get this. These almost felt like they moved, but there you go. Articulation on this guy is pretty good. Oh, and this has it's a butterfly joint. Look at that. See that? It opens up. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of articulation on this guy for sure. You know, you do want to be careful with some of it because it feels like, I don't know, there's things that maneuver weird. So this tail wants to come out right now because I can't get it to bend downwards. There we go. Now, this, let's see if it could go in. I feel like this is going to be one of those pieces where it's just going to annoy me with things popping, like this popping out. It's just friction based, and we've had a lot of those lately that we've done. Like the Can-Tam Robo, you know, had the backpack that was friction. You know, the Super Mecha Godzilla last year, you've heard me talk about that at length. That one really falls out, but Can-Tam Robo is pretty good. It can fall out. I feel like this is going to be one of those where, you know, it's going to fall out as soon as you start moving it around. But that's the articulation. That's the wings and the tail. So pretty good so far. All right, so let's take a look at this massive thing in full now. Like, this looks incredible, guys. I mean, just as a, like, awesome standalone figure, which it is, it's just so cool. Love the tiger aesthetic. Love the kind of Gundam-esque mixed into it. Just very cool. The color scheme. I mean, so much here, like, attracted me to this. You know, can't you see it? Like, again, we looked at the wings and the tail already, and I think they are cool. There's a lot of sharp points on this, so do be careful, too, if you ever get it. But it's phenomenal. Like, I like the proportions are different. Like, the legs are really big. It's very Gundam-esque in this way. And I always talk about this when I do, like, Gundam reviews. Very long legs. The arms feel a little short, but I think it's right overall because you see where they end. And if you know, stretch them out. Oh, this thing. Oh, yeah, see, this is going to be one of those things. Do I want to take it off or want to keep it on? I don't know. I haven't decided. I mean, at least for this review. Not in general, because it's got to stay on. It's just so cool. But, yeah, like, this is cool. But it's got, like, points that are very fragile feeling and sharp. Like these ears. These, like, bunny ear things. They are gold. They are very nice. But they are scary. They really are. And the rest of the head sculpt, though, is pretty good. Let's take a look at that to start. You got awesome red on top and on his chin. You got blue eyes that are metallic and look very nice, too. You got silver right there, and gold and silver and gold. And that metallic orange is beautiful. The shape of the head is very good. Up here, very Gundam-esque up here. It looks like, again, very Gundam inspired for sure, but beautifully done. I love this head. You got gold in the back again. If you want to quickly take a look over here, I like this piping that goes through the front, and then you got the gold, silver, and gold again. This thing here is very interesting on this. I didn't really talk about it much, but it's very interesting, and I just love all of the stuff going on in the wings and the tail, which, again, we talked about, but it looks good. Really nice sculpt. You know, beautifully done. Now, moving out to the shoulders, you got more metallic blue. You got some sort of writing there and writing there. I don't know what it says right now, but it's a metallic blue, and it's really nice. Silver up there. Of course, I could stop it and check, but it's not that important right now. It's nice. As you can see, these are like tiger claws, which is cool. Really dig that. It looks awesome. All the color scheme is represented there. At the elbow, he's got this crazy spike here in red. And I do fear for this because it feels like a very light plastic. One fall and this is cracking, you know? Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Then I like the joints in silver. That looks pretty good. And by the way, I think this guy is all plastic. I don't think there's die cast in this guy. If it is, it might be in the joints. I'm gonna take this off. It's just making me crazy. There might be die cast in the joints, actually. Oh yes, that's why it feels like this. Oh yeah, I think that the joints are die cast, because outwardly there's no die cast. Don't feel it at all, but unless it's this die cast? I don't know. I'm not sure. But the joints definitely feel die cast to me. Like, I could feel it when I put my finger on them. Yeah, for sure, joints are die cast. So if you needed to know about the die cast content, I think it's in the joints. But anyway, the rest of the arm looks really, really good. Fists look nice. We got more hands to look at shortly. It's got little spikes at the knuckles, which is cool. Really love it. This whole gauntlet thing looks fantastic. Really nice. I love how that like jewel thing there looks. So the arms are pretty good. On the back of the arms, looking good too. And you can see all of this a little bit better here, which is nice. Very, very cool. The hip skirts back here. Oh, back here. Really nicely done. Again, orange and gold. And then you got like these thrusters back here too, which are cool on these side skirts. Excellent. As you can see, it's got like this like kind of spiky motif there. And that's what it looks like in the front, which is very nicely done. The front hip skirts, which move way too freely, in my opinion, look real good too, though. And then moving upwards, his waist looks really good. I love the metallic red surrounded by the gold. That's awesome looking. Body looks pretty good. Here's those pipes again. They come to the front. Then, of course, you got the tiger head, which looks superb. You got these red parts up here, which almost look like spikes, which is kind of cool. And then silver and gold, and the whole middle looks great. The eyes look good in the red. The gold, the gold whiskers, like, right? He's got whiskers, and then he's got more gold kind of whiskers, kind of. And then he's got the little chin thing here, which looks fantastic. In silver, the whole maw is in silver. You can see even the teeth there are in silver. So very nice. Up here, it looks like this collar piece kind of looks like a crown on this, which I think looks amazing. Very nice. And you can see his neck. It's like on two prongs, and that's very cool and robotic and excellent. The Krajiji piece is kind of pronounced, but, you know, not so weird for robots like this. And then you got the metallic red underneath there, which looks very good. The legs are pretty amazing too. Really like it. The upper legs look awesome. We got some rivets in there. The back of the legs look real good. The joints again look very nice. I like that the front, and this is not done anywhere else, so throw me off for a second, but the knee caps here are like brushed metal looking. I wish they did that somewhere else because it almost looks like an era, but it's very nice. Like, it would have been cool if like maybe these pieces had that as well, just to give it some sort of symmetry to it. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of it looks very nice. You got spikes back here. There's so much going on with these legs. So much design work. Look at this. This is so intricate. The red and the black. That's sculpted in first. And then you got the rivets going down. You got this bolt here. Again, you got that. You got more like grates back there. See the bottom spikes down here. And you got spikes coming out from down here. That is bananas. Isn't that bananas? I think so. And then you got the like gunmetal gray in front. Very nice. Feet look awesome. You got little spikes in the back. Side looks fantastic. Again, paint is so good. Toes, very spiky. Again, be careful. This is definitely not a kid's toy. Real nice. And really spiky. You got more silver down there. There's so much to look at. There's so much to take in. I'm going to zoom back. We've been up on this guy for a little bit. But we could, you know, kind of admire a little more. It's very nice. It's a beautiful piece. You know, if this wasn't such a pain in the butt, these wings staying in. What happened here? There we go. Wings are in. Tail is in. It's good. It's a good piece. Like, it's just so nice looking. Yeah. Very cool. I mean, how can you deny it? This is so good looking. All right, so for more accessories, first up, we got 4 extra hands. We got a pair of hands that are splayed open. not totally splayed, like the fingers aren't splayed open, which is interesting. They are, just kind of bending a little bit. It's a little bit odd. It's a little different though. And then you do have holding hands. And they all look good with the gold on them and little spikies. So very, very nice. We're obviously going to need these right away. And just to note, the hands, I had to heat them up to get them out and get the new ones in. Oh my gosh. It's not like a ball joint. It's actually like a weird, almost like a mushroom little peg. So a word of note, heat them up if you got this guy. So the first set of weapons we get are two awesome looking blades. As you can see, there's 2 tones of silver here, gunmetal, really, really nicely sculpted. Nice hilts too. Very, very nice blades. I like them a lot, actually. Very different. Oh, and they slide in beautifully. Ooh, and sharp. Everything is sharp. My fingers are hurting from trying to get the hands on. But that looks pretty awesome, right? Oh, those are nice blades. Holy cow. I really like them a lot. So, yeah, those rock. Next up, we get 2 awesome looking guns. Kind of pulse rifle-ish. Look at that. Those are really, really, really nice. You got gold on them. You got silver. Really well sculpted. Looks like if you have them, you could put some sort of effect part in there. I don't have anything handy, of course. But it looks like a 5mm port. So if you have any of like the Transformers ones, I feel like they fit in there pretty well. Let's check them out. They're hollow, but I feel like they're going to be heavy in his hands. Because this is big. Just big guns. Aw. That is a problem, but, we'll deal with it. So, it definitely, like, weighs down his hands just a bit, but I think overall it looks pretty fantastic. And I got to put this back on because it's just, the look is just too good, and it doesn't nearly look as good, I think, without this. He also has more spikes back here. Oh my gosh, so many spikes. But those are good looking guns. I think I like the blades better, but those are good looking guns. Last but not least, we get a giant axe. Like, very good looking. You got gold little rivets on there, beautiful gunmetal and silvers and, all of that. Very, very, very nicely done. You got red at the top here, which is interesting. So that is pretty cool. And everything fits in his hands really, really nice. Although, actually, that one kind of falls a little bit. I would guess you could maybe, like, use this hand here. Like, yep, that's exactly what it looked like. You could stick that hand in there to help him hold it. I'm not going to do it. The axe is cool, but for sure, I really like these blades. I think they're superb. I think, because they're not as big, I don't need everything tremendous. I think this just works the best for me, personally. Like, kind of like shorter blades. Very nice. I don't know. There's something super, super cool about that. He has more of a, like, awesome, like, martial arts film type of feel with the blades on. If martial arts films were about, like, giant metal robots. But I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with these blades, and it fits. It fits. Like, for a robot that's based on the Chinese zodiac, I feel like that fits. Yeah. That's what I'm going with. That's pretty awesome. But we aren't done yet because we get this incredibly big base, which looks really nice. A nice sculpt, nice finish. You got, the words here. It does say YIN Tiger, by the way. This one I did translate because it was big enough. And then the company name there. Again, YIN Tiger. So, would he be really like Dark Tiger? Is that a proper translation? Metal Robot Dark Tiger, Metal Robot YIN Tiger. Like the box just says Metal Robot Tiger. So, I don't know. We do get this arm that you would pop in as well, right there. It doesn't articulate or anything, but, it's fine. And then as you can see, those are lights. We have an on-off switch here. And boom, we got some nice blue lights. How awesome is that? And they move. So that's really, really cool. Let's put our Tiger on there. Right in the middle of the Krajiji. We have a spot, I believe. Yeah. And now he's appears like, he's floating off the ground, which is cool. Let me see if I had that right, because there's things here that get in the way. But yeah, it just clips. Should just clip around the mid part there. There we go. Doesn't really clip. He kind of slips in there more. Goodbye to my wings. Oh gosh. And we're back fully assembled. The wings are not damaged. They fell flat, thankfully. Really, really cool. So there you go. I did it off camera. Nice. Slips in good. That's a really, really nice look. Now, I don't have room for a giant base like this, but that's pretty superb. Like very, very nicely done. I mean, let's shut some lights here and see how it looks. We do have a window in here, so some light's going to be coming in, but that's pretty cool, guys. That looks really, really nice. So I like it. I like how it's reflecting off all like the metallic pieces. Very, very, very nicely done. And for your size comparisons, first up here are a couple of die-cast robots with Super Robot Chogokin Full Action Voltes, as well as the Action Toys Albagus. And how about a couple of more robots with the Missing Link Optimus Prime and the Carbotics Cantam Robo. These are my last 3 reviews, and they are pretty awesome all around. And my final thoughts, oh my gosh, for the price that I got this thing at, for like 40 something bucks, it is insane. I mean, any robot fan should go for this at that point. This is an absolute steal. My only issue is, this could be a little more secure, the wing set. But if you're just like leaving it on your shelf, you should be fine. Otherwise it is gorgeous. You get some really, really nice accessories. Like, all the weapons are really good looking. I like the blades the best. I feel like they fit the best. But what an aesthetic. There's like not one paint mishap on this guy at all. The sculpt is excellent. I just love this aesthetic. It is so, so good. Articulation is nice. A little stiff at some spots, but that's because it's got like the metal joints. But otherwise, man, this is phenomenal. And that stand, right? That stand is so good. So yeah, a very, very, very cool piece. And I'm glad I finally pulled the trigger on it. I was playing chicken with this thing. I mean, BBTS is bound to run out of stock at some point. So, I didn't want to, 45 bucks around there, $46.99 maybe, was a total fine sweet spot. If it goes down less, I don't care, because it is just superb for what it is. It is worth 100 and something bucks. I mean, I don't think anybody will doubt that. So, excellent piece. Glad I finally got it. Glad I finally was able to review it. You're not going to see it on the best of the year because it came out 2 years ago now, but, just about 2 years ago now. So it is what it is, but, it's still one of the best pieces I've reviewed this year. There's no doubt about it. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.